Hello, today we're going to do a new video about recruitment and how to develop your team. First of all, your post. From your Facebook group, it's very important that you use that as a big tool because you have lots of members following you. You can also use your Instagram and your personal Facebook, and pretty much all the same tool will be useful. So you will do some posts about your office of the day, the video explaining your job, welcome posts to new members of the team, training from home or from your sofa, the commission when you get paid, your story with Moder, and a live about your job. So we're going to go through all those steps a bit more in details now. Office of the day. It's important that you show that you can work from everywhere. You can post pictures at the park, pictures at the swimming pool, beach, your garden, on holidays, from home. You must show that you are completely free and that this is a very big advantage from your job. With your pictures, make sure you add a small caption describing where you are, what you are up to, and the benefit of your job, that you are free, that you have no pressure, and so on. So if you have some example of picture that you can use as your office of the day. Video explaining your job. This is again very important. Some of you are not really comfortable with the videos, but you should do it because people will be more likely to watch it. After 1 month, it's important that you explain to your members of your group, your personal Facebook or Instagram, what is it that you are doing. It doesn't have to be too long. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be you and your word. Make a list of the benefits of this job. Insist on the fact that it's a great human experience with a lot of help from everyone and that you're never alone because you're part of a team that is helping you a lot. With that video, it's just, you should just be enthusiastic and making people wanted to join your team when they watch it. If you get your first commission, you can also mention it on that video, insisting that you're already earning money on your first month and that you're going to spend that extra money going shopping, small trips, so on. But show them that this job is a proper job and that you're earning money with it. Welcoming a new member on your team. It's important to welcome a new member on your team with a post on Facebook and also on your Instagram story. So it shows to people that people are trusting you and are joining you. You put a small caption with that post describing a bit that member, age, family, job, why she decided to join you. And like I said, by doing that, people who are similar than that person, if she's a mom that is working and she extra money, people will recognize themselves to that. If it's a guy going to the gym a lot and want to send out some products, people will recognize themselves and will want to do the same. So it's a very, very important step to do every time a new member is joining your team. Training from home. Like you know, the perk about Moder is that you don't have any obligation in terms of training. You don't have to be trained from a certain hour. You can train at your own pace whenever you want. So it's important to show it when you do it to your members that you can train and get and learn from this job from home when you want, because most of the videos are recorded. Some of them are not, but then again, you can explain it with a small caption that you're getting trained from your bed, from your sofa, anywhere, and it's very convenient because you can do it whenever you want. Commission. You can post that post. You can call that post gratefulness, or you can thank the fact that you decided to join the company. When you get your commission, you're not allowed to talk clearly about how much money you're earning, but you can explain that money in terms of holidays or restaurants or grocery shopping that you can do. You can say this month with the money I made with Moder, I can buy all the grocery shopping for the whole month for the whole family. So it gives people an idea of how much money you're making. Make sure you thank the company for the opportunity that it offers you to work from home and make money with your phone only. You can also thank your clients and their trust, and also your team, if you have one, for the hard work. And you can always offer at the end of your post to your members to join your great adventure. The example of your post I made next to it is not really about the commission, but it can be also a post that you can use explaining why you'll be successful, when you started to join the team, your doubts at the beginning, and now how everything changes for you and how grateful you are for that kind of job and opportunity. My mother story. You can put a nice picture of yourself or something inspiring and explaining your career path since you started, similar than the post before that you explained from where you started and from where you are now, how many people you have on your team, your commission since the first month and now. Again, you cannot put real numbers of commission, but you can put examples, or you can put basic salary if you have some in your country. In France, we do. So I say that I earn 1, 2, 3, 4 basic salary per month. You can also talk about your background when you decided to join. You can be very creative, and the more you will explain your own story, the more people will recognize themselves again in you and will want to join you. Live. Doing a live on your personal Facebook or your group is extremely important. You can also do it on Instagram story. It's going to build trust with your members because they will see you, and it's also more seen than a classic post, because many people won't take the time to read a long post, but will take the time to watch a video. Also, you have to know that a video is seen 10 times more than a post, and a live is seen 10 times more than a video. So that's why we do a live, because you will have more chances that people will see it. It will not only help you to recruit, but it will also help you to sell. Then again, it will create a confidence and trust between you and your members. When you start at the beginning, you can do it with your upline, and you can just do it to inform everyone about your activity and your job. It's better to do it with someone, because that person will be able to explain it a bit more in details and give credibility to this job. There was 2 options of live. One, that you do an interview with your upline. So you create a list of questions with her. Any questions that you want to ask her that you might have when you started, or people are asking you. So this is the bit like easy part, because you don't have to talk, just your upline is answering the questions. Or you can present your activity a bit more traditionally together. The frame is on the next page. I will go through that after. On both live, insist on the fact that this is a great opportunity to make quick revenue quickly, without having to work extra hours at your job or so on. So when you decide to do your live, what you should do in advance. First, you should do a poll on your group. Who would like some info about my new activity? The day before, you should create an event, inviting all of your friends and announcing the date and the timing of that live, explaining your job. And the night before and the day before, on the same day, put again a post on your group reminding that tonight you will have a live explaining your job. All the people that will answer to your poll, that will accept you, that will be interested or going to the event, send them a message to remind them the timing and when the live is going on. So the frame of the live. The first part is the presentation of both participants. You talk about your personal background and your actual job, your doubts about this job at the beginning, but you thought that you had nothing to lose, so you just decided to give it a go. And you realize quickly that that job was life-changing, but it was a life-changing opportunity with a lot of advantages. The second part, you talk about the job. So if you don't feel comfortable, you can ask your upline to do all that part so you don't have too much stress for your first life. So the part about the job, you describe your job, that we can work with the phone, that we use a Facebook group or Instagram, that we don't need to travel, you don't need to send any product or buy any. You talk about the benefit of the job, that there is no working hours, no pressure, no boss. There is a lot of help from the team, motivation, and help each other to reach our goal as quick as possible, and that we work from when we want, and from where we want. So to be honest, there is nothing to lose with all those advantages. The money aspect of the job, you can say that how much money people can make would depend on how much they want to make and how much motivation and time they will put into that. So it could be extra cash, part-time salary, full-time salary, or big banker salary. It depends on you. We will talk that like you explain on your live, that you will talk about that a bit more in details with the person that decide to join when you do the first training, to see what are a financial goal and are we going to be able to reach it. Third part, you talk of who can do it. It's very easy because everyone can do it. You must be above 18. There is no need for any diploma. Anyone can do it with his phone. The only thing that will make a difference between someone that is successful and not is just your motivation. And insist on the fact that this is a job really for everyone, that some people are scared, but if you stay scared in your life, you will not be any successful. And the only thing you will regret when you start that job is to not have started sooner, because it's an amazing opportunity to make good money and to change your life. You can finish your life by some answers and questions at the end to answer everyone that is watching. Once your life is done, it's important that you mark that live as an announcement of your group. So people, when they go on your group, they will see that as the first post, and they will watch it again if they were not available during your live. You have to get in touch with everyone that liked, commented that group, and you offer straight away a phone call, either alone if you feel comfortable with it, but it's better to do it with your upline, because again, she will bring credibility to the job and be able to answer all the questions. Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat stories. It is very important because now with all the algorithm of Facebook and Instagram especially, stories are much more seen than any post. Don't be scared to do 6-7 stories per day, coming again over and over every day, pretty much the same one, because it would help you. It will go on the mind of the people that are following you, and at some point they will contact you to get some info. You can talk about your lifestyle when you go to the gym, when you go to the restaurant. You can do similar posts that you do on your Facebook group. Your office of the day, what you eat, your gym, your family. You can talk about the live clean philosophy, and you can also talk about recruitment. So we'll go a bit more in details with all of this. So lifestyle, we must see, like I said, we must see you everywhere, often at the gym, at the park, at the pool, on your sofa, on the plane, in a restaurant, everywhere. Just share it on your Instagram, insisting on the fact that you are free. Show that you can work from everywhere and that your lifestyle is similar to other people. You just do stuff like everyone else, but you have more time to do it because you don't have a special schedule and you can arrange your working time when you want. Your story must be fun. It must be yourself. Use some nice pic, and don't forget to use hashtags, because people that are not following you but are following some hashtags will come across your stories. The more you be yourself, the more people will identify themselves to you and will want to trust you. Again, it's always the same. The more you will show people, the more you will be you, the more people will trust you. Modern, live clean. You can put some products, some before and after pictures, some flash sales, some special offers. You can also put stories with you using the product. It gives credibility and show that to people that you are, first of all, a customer of the product and you are convinced about them. This is why you decided to sell them. You can post your healthy food, your recipe, and all your lifestyle alongside the product. Like, for example, this breakfast with an healthy breakfast with some product of Moderne that you use on a day-to-day basis. Recruitment on stories. We post on stories what we will put on your group, like I said, office all the day, welcoming new members, training from home. And then after doing all that regularly, you can ask some questions because people will start to understand what you're doing, or maybe not so much, but you pick their curiosity and they will want to know more. So it's important that you do some questions and answer about your life and activity, but also some poll, like the example I gave you. These are just examples. You can decide to do different ones, but always make those questions and the poll linked to your activity and job. And this works extremely, extremely well. Once people are interested, what you do, you get in touch straight away by answering their message or sending them a message if they are the ones that get in touch with you by liking a post or so on, and you offer a phone call straight away. It's very important that you don't spend too much time talking to them by messages, but you call them straight away, because that by message, you're not as confident and it doesn't help you to close a deal. The phone call, when you start the phone call, like I said, if you are not too confident, it's better to do it with someone with your upline or someone that is confident and that can help you. First of all, you establish a link between you two. You let the person talk, introduce herself, ask the questions she might have straight away. You be friendly, be nice, make her feel like she can trust you. Introduce yourself and try to find some similarity between you and her. So if she's a mom and she has kids, talk about the fact that you decided to do that job because you want to spend more time with your kids or earn extra money to take your kids on holiday. If it's someone that is tired of the job because she has a burnout and she wants to go out, explain her that maybe you had a similar kind of experience with your job, or you have a person on your team that have similar experience, and that's why they decided to join Moderne. Then explain the job, answer all the questions, and close the call straight away by offering to register online with her directly. Don't finish the call by saying, "Oh, think about it and we talk about it." Just say, "Are you ready to register? Let's do it now." Because like this, you show the person register with you. So that's it for the recruitment part. You have many, many tools you can use to recruit as many people as you can. And thank you for watching.